bringing Israel to the world. This is IBN News.
With News of Israel, I'm Susan Michaels. The High Court of Justice has ruled that workers will not be eligible for paid sick leave if they enter quarantine. At the beginning of the pandemic, a directive was issued by the former Director of Public Health in the Health Ministry, which instructed employers to compensate workers for time spent in quarantine. However, the Manufacturers Association in Israel petitioned the court with demands that the financing of this provision not be at the expense of employers. Since those who are forced to enter preventative quarantine are not categorized as having contracted COVID-19, the judges' panel ruled that they could not be classified as sick and therefore should not receive sick pay. The ruling has been deferred until after September 30th in order to allow the government time to prepare and adjust legislation. The Knesset's Coronavirus Committee met to vote on the reopening of cultural centers, saying it's a matter of how, not if. The committee's chair, Likud MK Yafat Shasha Beton, said if the culture industry is not revived during the warmer months, it would completely collapse. She stated, "We want an outline that would allow events to take place indoors and outdoors, but mostly outdoors. We are here to find the best way to open up the industry. Let's talk about how and not if." About 150,000 in the entertainment industry have been without income since the COVID-19 outbreak began. Just hours after the IDF reported a cell from Hezbollah across the Lebanon border into Israel, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Defense Minister Benny Gantz warned the terror group of a strong and powerful response to further possible attacks. During a joint press conference in Tel Aviv, Netanyahu warned that the Hezbollah terror group was playing with fire and stated, "We take a severe view of this infiltration attempt into our territory." The Iran-backed terror group has denied any involvement in the incident. And with the coronavirus crisis bringing economic hardship and loneliness due to social isolation, some mental health professionals are concerned that the number of suicides in Israel are on the increase. I'm Susan Michaels.
IBN, Israel Broadcast Network.